As always, an electrical storm of photographers' flashbulbs as the Princess of Wales arrived for another charity function. But this was to be no routine engagement. The Princess, awaiting her turn to speak, seemed ill at ease. Most of her audience had no idea what was coming.
In the past 12 years, I can honestly say that one of my greatest pleasures has been my association with people like yourself. During those years, I've met many thousands of wonderful and extraordinary people, both here and around the world. The cared for and the carers. To the wider public, may I say that I've made many special friends. I've been allowed to share your thoughts and dreams, your disappointments and your happiness. You have also given me an education by teaching me more about life and living than any books or teachers could have done. My debt of gratitude to you all is immense. I hope in some small way I have been of service in return.
The media has always been riveted by this beautiful royal. The Princess said today that when she started public life, she realised that newspapers would scrutinise her activities intensely.
But I was not aware of how overwhelming that attention would become, nor the extent to which it would affect both my public duties and my personal life in a manner that's been hard to bear.
So foreign tours in the new year have been cancelled and she'll cut drastically all public appearances. Her most recent official one was her unexpected appearance at Enniskillen in Northern Ireland on Remembrance Sunday. Her speech made deliberate reference to her sons and a clue as to what she hopes more privacy will enable her to concentrate on.
My first priority will continue to be our children, William and Harry, who deserve as much love and care and attention as I am able to give, as well as an appreciation of the tradition into which they were born.
Buckingham Palace insists the Queen was consulted about Diana's decision and her statement. The Princess paid tribute to the kindness and support of Her Majesty and the Duke of Edinburgh. The Palace denied any talk that the Princess had been pushed out by those keen to bolster the Prince of Wales's public image, though he was not mentioned today.
I hope you can find it in your hearts to understand and to give me the time and space that has been lacking in recent years.
She acknowledged the support, kindness, affection, love and care of the public at large.
And for that, I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Not for generations has a member of the royal family made such a dramatic personal declaration. Those who heard it sympathised.
I thought she looked nervous, I thought she looked strained, and I thought she needed a break.
Well, I think it took a tremendous amount of courage to stand up there in front of all these people and speak like she did. So I admire her, definitely.
I thought it was a very sad statement that she has been driven out of public life as a result of these intrusions into her private life. And I just hope the government will have the courage at this stage to act at last so that people in her position can have some privacy.
There are bound to be suspicions that her husband's recent plea for his role, especially backing British business, be taken more seriously, has played its part. Interest in her may only be heightened if less of her life is lived under the public's gaze. Nicholas Owen, News at 10, the Princess of Wales in central London.
I come across a great deal of people who it's awfully difficult. I can't even string my words together.
Well, it's really hard. You've got two of the most impossible people sitting here with us.
Harry, shush. Shush, Harry, sit down.
It's good practice to cope
Just sit. Just sit.
What would you want to be if you weren't who you are? If you weren't the Princess of Wales?
I'd like to have a role which a role which brought me into contact with everyday life and the man on the street. Does that sound condescending?
You can elaborate that a bit more. So let's, okay, so picture it a bit more as a role. Yes, if you weren't the Princess of Wales, what kind of job would you like to be doing?
Well, I'd like to be in a position where I could listen to people and maybe share the knowledge on some sort, like counselling or something.
So counselling you found interesting. I mean,
yes.
You talk to a lot of people.
I enjoy enormously talking one-to-one to people. Yes.
Right. And I mean, you're doing this frequently. What particular aspect of that do you like the most?
I like to draw out the darker parts of people's way of thinking.
Why the darker parts?
Because normally the people I've met, they're afraid to share it with me or with anyone, and I think it helps by tapping onto it.